Hello, 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 and welcome to the Grow Up with Grow show. I'm Brett Sklar, your cruise director and managing partner here at Grow Powerful. There's a lot of marketing shows out there. This is not for marketing teams. This is for the CEOs. This is for the people that run revenue. And this is for the VCs. And just a reminder, Grow is a team of battle-tested and proven fractional CMOs for the innovation economy. We've assembled some of the greatest growth minds and deliver them as a team of incredibly capable and proven ICMOs or interim CMOs. And now let's dive into the show. A CEO survival guide to marketing, strategy, and business. Predictions are out and preparations are in. So today's show has some special guests. We've got Lee Iacocca, we've got Vin Diesel, we've got Steven Stills. We even brought Mike Tyson in for throwing a few punches our way. They're all going to give us some epic nuggets on how 2023 is all about preparation over predictions. Because of the nature of our guests, we may be forced to utilize a little profanity from time to time. I apologize in advance, but these are the times we're living in. Inflation, recession, rapid layoffs. It's all giving us good reason to update our four-letter verbal frameworks. So how do we survive? Well, I've got a couple of ideas to share here. First one is prepare, don't predict. Annual revenue targets, numbers of employees, office space, where people work, budgeting, all of the things that you normally got lined up at the top of the year are now in flux. It sucks, but it's the reality. At the same time, some of the greatest economic predictors are having a what the fuck moment. ITR Economics is one of my favorite places to go. They have great confidence in their predictions. They really do create a great framework and a roadmap. But now they're almost as confused as the rest of us. They're having their own WTF moment. And that's scary for people who aren't in the economic prediction world. Predictions are usually off in a normal time and are utterly useless these days. No one said it better than the scholarly Mike Tyson, who said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So prepare to get punched in the face. Second big thing is doing a risk assessment. And it seems kind of obvious, but if you haven't already, do a real risk assessment. Find out where you are. If you don't have enough confidence that you can do a real risk assessment on your business, on your marketing, on your go-to-market strategy, have somebody else do it. It's going to be a good investment to help you save money or invest wisely going down the road. Are you in a good place? Are you in a little bit of trouble? Are you having a HFS moment? Maybe something to add to your repertoire, which is a holy effing shit moment. You probably already know your position, but if not, don't BS yourself. Be real. Number 3, love the one you're with. Pivot to a customer love strategy in marketing and in growth. Whatever percentage of your marketing budget is towards existing clients, double it. And here's why. I actually got this insight from Steven Stills, who wrote the song, Love the One You're With. Here's how a couple of the lyrics go, and you let me know if this makes sense to you. If you're down and confused and you don't remember who you're talking to, concentration slip away because your baby is so far away. Well, there's a rose in a fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. But wait, there's more. He continues. Don't be angry. Don't be sad. Don't sit crying over good times you've had. There's a girl right next to you, and she's just waiting for something to do. Are you kidding me? Steven Still had the answer to customer retention as a strategy. So how do you do this? Well, there's a lot of different ways to focus on customer retention. Here's a couple of ideas. What kind of incentives can you offer to keep those existing customers as your customers? They're hurting too. What's better than losing revenue is a slight reduction in revenue. Give them what they need. Second thing is have more people check in with the clients and the customers more often. How are they doing? What do they need? What are they seeing? How can we be a good partner to you, Mr. or Mrs. Client or customer? Number three, if you haven't already done it, there is no better time than now to introduce the concept of a customer user group or some type of user group. Get the camaraderie, get the community built. I talked in my last podcast about the idea of community-led growth. It is something that is incredibly important, and there's never been a better time than now to do it. And the other idea is go ahead and leverage this time to build that intimacy with your customers and work on building some case studies and stories. Give them incentives, give them props, give them kudos, show off how awesome they are in case studies and stories. They'll love it, you'll love it, and they'll be great tools for the sales team and marketing initiatives. And then the last key point, and it comes from the glorious words of Dominic Toretto, aka Vin Diesel. He says, I live my life a quarter mile at a time. And as a business owner, as a chief revenue officer, as a VC firm helping guide portfolio companies, follow his wisdom. This is some, sage pearls here. And we can look to Lee Iacocca as a great example of this. So when Lee Iacocca took over Chrysler, if you're not familiar with the story, it happened about 1 billion years ago in a galaxy far, far away. Chrysler was almost toast. They were almost done for. And he threw out the traditional annual planning program. They did not have 12 months to fix things. They barely even had 90 days to fix things. So what did he do? He instituted a rolling 90-day plan of action. It was a game changer. It put everyone into a short-term mindset, which they needed. It enforced the sense of urgency, which they needed. And he needed to turn things around. He needed to do it right away. It's time for you to do the same. Stop looking 12 months out. At the beginning of each month, look 90 days out. Live your marketing strategy a quarter at a time. And, it's interesting. One of the things I found when I was doing some research is, well, let's go back to Mike Tyson for a minute. And let's talk about the 12 rounds of boxing. Well, when you're in round 1, you can barely think about round 2 or round 3, much less getting to round 12. When you're getting hit in the face, as much as you probably are, recession, inflation, layoffs, interest rates being so high, there's no way you can look at round 12. You have to look at round 1 and maybe think about what to do in round 2 and round 3, but you can't look out that far. So again, live your business's life a quarter at a time. So to recap, number 1, find a way to get a true assessment of your risk. Number 2, prepare, don't predict. Number 3, love the one you're with, right? What's your client love strategy? And number 4, implement rolling 90-day plans. Put everything on a shorter term. And you will see a lot of reaction. You'll see a lot of dynamics. You'll see a lot of nimbleness, the things that you need to keep your business in a good place, or at least not suck too bad. So that's it. That's the CEO survival guide to throwing out predictions and embracing preparedness. If you like this show, be sure to give us 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you might be listening to this. Don't forget to visit us at growpowerful.io and subscribe to our blog under the resources tab. Subscribe to Grow Up with Grow on your favorite podcast. Subscribe to our newsletter on LinkedIn if you're into that kind of thing. Find us on YouTube if you really like the way that I look. And if you are a fractional chief marketing officer, we have a community for you. It's called Fracmo. It's open to all who want to learn, share, and grow in the everything fractional CMO world. Thanks, and have a great day.